And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. Ah, that's beautiful. A view of the stunning and historic City Hall. Welcome, everyone, to our broadcast here in Philadelphia. Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Reddit.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Well, some say Jrue Holiday is the best defender in the league that no one talks about. He said, I don't need any accolades. I don't like being famous. But for guys to remember how I play defense on them, that respect, that's the only accolade I want. It's fun for me, playing myself to total exhaustion. Kevin?
What a great attitude. He is a monster on defense. David, thank you. And coming into this season, questions about whether the Sixers could retain their star players. Well, Greg, they shuffled the decks, but they still have great talent.
Swapping in Al Horford for Jimmy Butler, Josh Richardson for J.J. Redick. The Sixers still in the mix to come out of the East.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Zion at the 4, with Okafor at the 5. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Hart in at the 3 slot. And for the 76ers, Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Then it's Simmons. Then there's Richardson. And it's Thibault in at shooting guard. So the Pelicans win the tip. Now Ball. Pass to Williamson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Harris.
And how much fun is it to watch this kid? I call Zion Williamson a kid, even though he goes about 280, and he has a certain composure that really belies his years.
And the first one drops. And with Williamson, it's not just the obvious stuff that impresses you, Greg. It's the little things as well, the attention to detail.
You know, Kevin, one thing that stands out to me, every time I see this young man, the eye-hand coordination, whether it's on steals, deflections, block shots, he always seems to pick it clean.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Smitty, as we know, there's talk of playing more regular season games overseas. Good idea, or is the season hard enough as it is?
I like the balance where it is right now, Kevin. A few games you get a chance to go overseas, during the season or preseason, but just add more travel. I don't know if it's a good idea.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That is his first foul of the game.
That's something you hate. You're trying to come in with an aggressive mindset, and that early foul could take you right out of it.
Ball against Simmons. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And he needs to get himself under control here. That's 2 fouls in less than 60 seconds.
New Orleans making a switch here. Redick is checked in. Simmons against Holiday. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. The 76ers shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
What's up?
Well, you look at the career of Tobias Harris, and boy, he's bounced around a bit. Has never slowed his development or production, though. You put him anywhere, and he'll find a way to help his team.
Now here's Simmons. The 11-footer It's Williamson with the rebound. New Orleans with the ball. Simmons with the defensive effort. And with Harris, he's removed so many times. You know what, Greg? You forget he's still quite young.
Yeah, I mean, he really is just starting to enter what should be the prime of his career. Has improved every offseason. It is a great rebounder and scorer.
Here's Reddick. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. Here's Holiday. Here's Okafor. Good D by Embiid.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Well, we knew that Tobias Harris would be one of the big names during free agency this past summer.
Wasn't a lot of speculation for him when free agency hit. Ends up staying with the Sixers, and I think it makes sense for both sides, and he fits nicely next to Embiid.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
For a player this good, still in his 20s, Tobias Harris has been on an astonishing number of teams.
Both good from the line that time.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And Holiday kicks to Williamson. The shot misses. Now the 76ers take it the other way.
4 shots, 4 misses, and you can sense a certain frustration building.
And passes like that demonstrate the winning mindset Simmons has. A guy that wants to get his team involved.
Now here is Holiday. 26 points for him last game against Milwaukee.
And not just the scoring. It was also how fierce he was on defense, grabbing 3 steals on the night as well.
Here's Embiid. After Drew Holiday's score, Embiid the pass to Thibault. Simmons finds Harris. Here's Thibault. Shot clock at 5. Here's Embiid. And no good that time. Excellent tee there from Okafor. Pass to Reddick. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Holiday can't connect from 13 feet out. The 76ers leading by 3. They get a hand on it. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Look at the Pelicans. They're sitting 8th right now in the early going.
And seeing where the Pelicans are, that big splash they were hoping for to start the season just never evolved. I mean, they're stuck there in the middle of the pack.
It's not how you start, though. It's how you finish, right? So they still got time to pull this all together and make some noise as the season goes along.
Now here's Simmons following the shot by Drew Holiday.
And defensively, Holiday shows you the quick feet, the strength to maintain position, and he has good hands.
And 4 years of Villanova for Josh Hart on the title back in 2016.
He just makes winning plays, hits perimeter shots, and the 30th pick in 2017, he is solid.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. No good on that.
And the Pelicans under head coach Alvin Gentry, a team that looks to get out and run.
Reason why, GA, he was an assistant under Mike D'Antoni in Phoenix when the pace and space trend was just getting started. Also on the bench for the Warriors, and we know how they like to get up and down. That up-tempo style is what he preaches.
And the second free throw, good. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Embiid, the pass to Thibault. Richardson outside, and there's the pass to Simmons. Now here's Horford. Not a lot of room. Over Williamson. Okafor grabs the miss. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Pelicans. Trailing by 2. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
It was really that second wave in the rotation that took the offense to another level.
Now here is Holiday. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Williamson with it, working on Horford. Williamson kicks to Hart. 5 to shoot.
Defensively, I'm impressed with Richardson. The ability to move his feet and match up against a variety of positions.
Outside, Simmons. To the inside. Here's Horford. He can't get that one. Excellent D there from Okafor. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And the Pelicans miss again.
Well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
And finished off by Williamson.
Already such a well-coordinated athlete for his size and age. Williamson bringing down the house.
Down low, here's Horford. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Hart the pass to Okafor. Holiday up top, guarded by Simmons. Floats one, and it's blocked by Simmons.
How about the balance and body control? Simmons able to send that one back.
And it's Williamson with the rebound.
And they bumped this quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Read it. And it's denied. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. And the 76ers with some changes. Mike Scott's checked in for Embiid. And it's James Ennison for Josh Richardson. Here's Alexander Walker. It's blocked, and he's able to get it back. Passes it to Thibault. Pass to Simmons. There's the lob to the hoop. Well placed. Alley pass into the layup.
Can't give Simmons a lane like that, especially in these pick and rolls. He is able to thread the needle.
Pass to Alexander Walker to the right side. Favors inside. Scott's there. Good on the shot.
Favors can really hurt you from inside the paint. If he gets the ball in a good spot, he has the size and length needed to bury the shot.
And this is Alvin Gentry's fourth stop as an NBA head coach. He's been working as an NBA assistant, get this, since 1988.
Over 3 decades in this league. A decade coaching in college. Worked for and with so many legendary coaches. He's seen it all.
Ability of Simmons, really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive mentality.
Simmons against Holiday. Alexander Walker passes to Holiday. And it's blocked by Simmons. And they get it back. And Simmons times it in.
Simmons really using his insane athleticism on that drive. A remarkable penetration. to it again and again. If you're just looking at points and rebounds, you really miss Al Horford's impact. It goes way deeper than the box score.
Making a change here. O'Quinn's checked in. And while we can, let's find out a little bit about the shooting guards around the league. And which of them have had the most assists over the last 10 games? Second, Drew Holiday.
And what that group has a great understanding of is the importance of ball movement. I mean, they can all create their own shot, but their superb ability to set up teammates really stands out.
Offensively, the two guards are so advanced. Their passing is the extra dimension that gives them the leg up on your typical NBA shooting guard. Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Kicks it to Simmons.
Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skill these seasons.
Now here's Higgins. No points in the game hit for him. Here's Holiday, and that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Simmons. .41 left in the first quarter of the game. Just 5 to shoot. Holiday inside the line.
He's had a tough time getting it going, and he's put this team behind the 8 ball.
Here's Simmons, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul against New Orleans.
The 2018 Rookie of the Year. Simmons' NBA career got off to a great start, and he's only continued to improve.
Shoot 2.
First one falls for him.
And this summer, a 5-year, $170 million max contract extension for Ben Simmons. The Sixers didn't want to give him any cause to look elsewhere. A great talent, but the hope with that kind of money is that he'll develop that jump shot.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And when he gets ahead of steam, you almost feel sorry for defenders. Ben Simmons, a combination of size, speed, and ball handling that can at times be unstoppable.
The shot's good from Hayes.
When you've gained a decade or more of experience, this is what tends to happen. Holiday staying very patient, waiting for someone to break free.
Here's Thibault. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. No good from Simmons.
Both sides attacking. That was good defense versus good offense.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Embiid.
He's really made that a focus of his game these past few years, and it's paid big-time dividends for him. He's become a much better rebounder, and it's increased his value as a player by leaps and bounds.
Now, here's Scott after Ben Simmons' miss. 35 seconds left to play here in the first. That's tipped. The pass to Ennis. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Here's O'Quinn, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The 76ers shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%. Shoot 2.
And that one falls for O'Quinn.
Yeah, and early on doing a really nice job at the free throw line.
Jonah Bolden's checked in for the 76ers. And so O'Quinn nails both of them.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Holiday against Simmons. And here's Holiday. From deep three-point range, and so it's Philadelphia going into the break with a 10-point lead. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And we'll be right back after this. The game is evolving, and Al Horford has changed his game along with it.
It never occurred to me that I'd be shooting threes at this rate and doing some of the things that I'm doing, but it's just the way that the game has evolved.
And give Horford credit. He adjusted with the times. He didn't stay set, Greg, in his ways.
Yeah, he was always a great mid-range shooter, and he's proven to be a legitimate threat from deep.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Philadelphia, we've got Harris. Ben Simmons is out there at Kyle O'Quinn, and it's Bolden and at the power forward position. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, Josh Richardson has made himself into one of the top defensive wings in the league. Richardson says there's a certain competitiveness that comes with being a good defender. The defensive end takes will, and I have a lot of it. Kevin J. Rich is self-described as super competitive. That edge is what drives him.
It sure is. That's what it takes. Thank you, David. And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And Philadelphia making a change here. Richardson's checked in. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. There's a lot of big men creating offense, Smitty. Who's on your list for perhaps the best outlet passer in the game right now?
Let's start off. I would say Kevin Love is one of those guys who still is, I think, the best outlet passer as a big. Jokic, also Blake Griffin, some of those guys can really pass. DeMarcus Cousins, those are some of the bigs that have great outlet passes.
J.J. Redick's checked in for New Orleans. And Favors kicks to Redick. From outside, off the mark.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Poked away, stolen by Ball. Rebound by the 76ers. O'Quinn's got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the paint, got a piece of it. Bolden, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. First trip to the line for him here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
And you think of the resiliency of New Orleans. It feeds into the ethos of their sports teams, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. Certainly the Pelicans have had their challenges too. Injuries, turnover, and leadership. You can't give up, though. I think that's something this organization and the fans can relate to.
Embiid, he's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Pelicans trail by 15. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And it's Williamson missing.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Passes it to Simmons. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Shot clock at 6. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Redick with the bucket.
The 3-ball is so important in today's game. You need a guy like J.J. Redick that can stretch the defense way out.
Pass to Simmons. Dishes to Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 6 assists now in the game.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Ball finds Okafor. Redick surveying the D. Back to Okafor. Pass to Williamson. Makes it off the glass. Williamson's got his second bucket tonight.
And normal physicality doesn't get it done with Williamson. To stop him from scoring, you really have to up the ante and get him before he hits that launching pad.
Now, here's Richardson. 23 points for him the last game against the Celtics in Boston. Here's Ball, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Ball's got his first basket of the night.
There's just a feel that Ball plays with that really separates him from so many other players. He's superb at finding ways here to score in the paint.
Redick against Richardson. There's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
Super work on the boards. They really want to put their foot down on him now.
Yeah, and once you've got him on the ropes, Greg just keeps swinging away.
You know why? Because this defense is reeling. They had to stop there but couldn't secure the rebound. They're still looking for answers. High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
They get it back. Up and in on the layup. Embiid's got 6 here in this quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it will be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
Very difficult game to predict. They are not familiar with each other. I expect to see a lot of in-game adjustments tonight on both sides.
checked in for Jonah Bolden. Hart, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Here's Ball. His last outing, he had 8 points. Okafor inside, guarded by Embiid. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Embiid. Steve, it's expected that we'll eventually allow 18-year-olds to enter the NBA draft. A proud Michigan State alum. Are you concerned players may miss something by choosing to skip the college experience?
You know, Kevin, in this situation, for sure, there are some players that I would say is going to make some mistakes and maybe come out too early and not be ready. But I think we have to allow them to have these decisions and not have these decisions taken away from them. I love college, but there are some guys that are just ready to go play in the NBA, just like other areas of life. When you're ready, you're ready.
Both free throws good for Okafor. For the 76ers, the last game, a win against the Celtics in Boston. And Okafor with the block.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Fires from deep. Hart, no good.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
His rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
And what patience from Simmons on offense. So skilled at making the D feel nervous when he has to rock.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
That's good from Simmons. No good on the second free throw. Pelicans trail by 15. Now the pass the ball. To the middle. Here's Williamson. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That one on Horford.
And that's grown man muscle. Williamson relishes any chance he gets to take the defense on and finish.
Free throw, no good.
And maybe the most popular player to enter the league since social media became truly pervasive. Zion Williamson handles it with class. He really appreciates his teammates and his coaches and really respects the game. The love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
Now here's Okafor. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee. And talking to stars in this league, even they want to see what Williamson's going to do next.
Sure. We talk about the leaping ability at his size, the handles, the shot making. But what really stands out when you watch him live, the instincts, being at the right place at the right time and always seeming to make the right play.
And he knocks down the first one.
And perimeter shooting, never more valuable. And that's been J.J. Redick's M.O. all along. An elite marksman who can hit from anywhere.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Mike Scott's checked in for Joel Embiid, and it's Ennis in for Simmons. And in today's game, if you don't have floor spacing, your offense is going to struggle.
They call it gravity, the ability of outside shooters to attract defensive attention. Redick, one of those you don't leave for a moment.
Harris, no good.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Williamson, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. This break gives us the chance to see which teams have been the most successful in the transition game this month. The 76ers, number one.
They've been playing an exciting brand of basketball during that time. I mean, taking every chance to get out in the open floor.
Free throw good from Williamson. Steve, Kobe Bryant said that growing up in Italy gave him a huge advantage learning the fundamentals and the tactics of the game. Do you think Europe's better at developing players than the United States?
No, I don't think they're better. I do think their system at times for certain players, they get into a system of working on their game. And I wouldn't just say fundamentals from an early age, and a lot of those guys are being able to practice with pros at an early age. I think it comes down to individuals, and also I think a lot of these parents and kids, you have to understand it starts off with making a layup versus making it a three. So I don't think that Europe is doing it better. I just think a lot of times right now we're looking at some of those European players, and they're coming over ready to play from day one versus some other players.
Here's Horford, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And the Pelicans making a change. Hayes is checked in. Pelicans trail by 12. Ball with it. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game.
His second foul in as many quarters. We'll see if he backs off or stays aggressive.
Here's Richardson. Pass to Scott. A three ball. It's rebounded by New Orleans. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That game marks the first half of a quick two-game homestand. The shot by Holiday, no good. The 76ers leading by 12. Bible, the pass to Richardson. Over to the wing. Holiday against Horford. And another turnover here by Philadelphia. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
And look at Simmons. Right now he leads in the East, getting plenty of ballots with his name on it.
And as much of an honor as it is to make the team, finishing number one, I think is just that much bigger.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase. We'll keep you updated with the results each day during the voting. Now, here's Ball. Here's Williamson. And good work on the boards, and they pick up the second chance points. Williamson's got 7 points here in this quarter. Here's Bible. 6 points for him. 1:52 left in the first half. Trying to end the drought. No good. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. Inside, here's Williamson. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Williamson's got 13 points. Here's Bible, guarded by Holiday. Bible can't get it to go. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. 8-point game. And it's sent back by Horford. For Philadelphia, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter. Just under 50% shooting.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
And stolen by Scott. There's 53 seconds left in the first half of the game. It's Richardson on the wing. He's covered by Ball. Pass to Thibault. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Williamson. Thibault can't get it to go. Pelicans trail by 10. And there's Williamson on the assist by Hayes. And that's 15 points for Zion Williamson. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Horford. Here's Thibault, guarded by Holiday. Tries it from the top of the key. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got his 4th rebound in this one. Holiday, no one around him. The offensive rebound. Bucket is good. He's got 17.
Second chance opportunities. Williamson explosive into the air with the touch and concentration to finish.
And so that brings the first half to a close. 76ers lead by 6. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, what is your impression of the first half?
We played. And I thought we found a really good balance of posting and pace. That's what we've been talking about. And I thought our defense, for the most part, was excellent.
A good start. We'll see how they finish. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Philadelphia finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They have a 6-point lead. Kenny, some perspective, please.
Well, I love the way they're pushing the tempo, beating the defense down the floor, filling the lanes, finishing with authority, Ernie, getting to the rim and finishing hard.
Shaq, how do you think New Orleans played?
Reminds me of me at the free throw line. They had a rough half of shooting, under 35%. Some of that was great defense, but a lot of it was poor shot selection. They've got to revise the game, man, get guys open for higher quality looks. And the shooters need to go out and execute. Man, come on.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Zion Williamson, guys. In this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. On the floor for Alvin Gentry as we get into the second half. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Zion at the 4 with Okafor at the 5. And it's Hart in at the small forward. Harris's shot is off. Pelicans trail by 6. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. And the dunk by Williamson.
And what you love about Williamson, he's not just magnetic and entertaining, he's extremely productive.
And with all the uncertainty in New Orleans last season, Drew Holiday staying focused on winning games.
You know, Kevin, with everything he's been through, whether it's his injuries, his wife dealing with her own health scare, it gives you perspective on things.
Now here is Harris. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Williamson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And Holiday has it in the corner. And if you're just joining us, we play it over a minute here in the third. Ball dishes to Okafor.
And checking out the numbers for Lonzo Ball, he's been more than solid over the last game. Putting up about 10 points a night, 10 assists and 4 rebounds. And he's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the cause.
Take a break. 2 shots.
misses.
And they're having a lot of trouble at the line today. And unfortunately, it's the kind of day we've seen this team have a lot.
And he sinks the second. Little over a minute gone here in the second half.
In the area, you better be careful. When you are, he's going to stifle you on the offensive end. Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Now here's Embiid. He's got 8. The dish to Simmons. 6 to shoot. Ball. No good from Simmons.
Missed 4 straight shots now. At one point, do you have to call a timeout and regroup?
For Philadelphia, they've gone 0-4 from the field in the second half. Yet to find the mark. Thibault, the pass to Harris. 76ers moving the ball around. Richardson kicks to Simmons. This is to Harris. From out of the wing, he knocks it down. Harris has got 9.
Finally. Now 1 for 5 here in the third. We'll see if that boosts their confidence.
Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Kyle Quinn is checked in for the 76ers. Feeling it out a bit. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Ball's got his second basket of the game.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
The pass to Simmons. To the inside, Embiid. And after he missed the first 3 seasons of his career, Greg, with a broken bone in his foot, would injuries be your main concern for Joel Embiid?
Look, no doubt about it. As long as he's healthy, he's an all-league performer. Still, 7-footers carry a lot of weight in our league. He wants to prove he can play big minutes. They just got to make sure they protect him.
The free throw drops for Embiid.
Well, what's not to like about Joel Embiid? A physical specimen at over 7 feet tall, all the skill in the world, and a personality made for stardom.
And Embiid drops them both. The Pelicans trail. Ball. He's got 5. Here's Melly. Passes to Reddick. Just 5 on the clock. That shot is off. Simmons with the defensive effort. You talk about Embiid's personality, whether it's on the court or through social media. Greg, he's not shy speaking his mind.
One of the best trash talkers in the league. He doesn't hold back, but it's never personal. He's embracing the spirit of competition.
And it's caught by Simmons. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. Hard, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Stolen by Quinn. And now Philadelphia on the plate. They're going up court. It's good. Now it's a 6-point 76ers lead.
Yeah, He's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Olden.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. Those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. Some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you. Now here's Simmons. Derek Favors unable to get his shot to go. Here's Harris. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on J.J. Redick.
And the defender there, a little out of position. Harris sees this, takes advantage, draws the foul.
This is his third trip to the free throw line. First free throw is good. And Philadelphia making a change here. Bolden's checked in. And Harris drops them both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And for a team schedule that includes 4 games and 5 nights, sports writers have introduced the term schedule losses due to fatigue. I just don't think that's very good, but it's the reality right now.
Yeah, it is. And sometimes, Kevin, you know these games, you travel a lot. Your legs are just done, and that's when you have to rely on a total team, play more guys. But it happens. You can't get out of this quicksand. You're going to have those type of losses.
Spectacular. He's averaging 19 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's versatile. He's prolific. There really isn't much a defense can do once he catches fire.
Now here's Favors. He is a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Here's Bible. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
Ball against Simmons. Favors passes to Redick. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Redick's got 8 points.
And if you let Redick set his feet and just catch and shoot, you're in for a long night.
Against Favors. Simmons dishes to Harris. 5 on the clock, and J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Al Horford is checked in for Jonah Bolden. And the Pelicans also making a change. Hayes is checked in. Pelicans on D. They trail by 9 points. Simmons with it. Favors picks him up. 6 on the shot clock. No good from Simmons. New Orleans gone 2 of 2 from long range in the 3rd quarter so far. Here's Hart. Guarded by Harris. Hart to pass the ball. Here comes Harris. Leading the fast break.
This is where Tobias has really improved, keeping his eyes up, making plays for others.
Pelicans trail by 11. Here's Ball. That one misses. Good work defensively by Horford. To the paint. Here's Thibault. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got assist number 8 now on the night. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. Outside, Redick. And it's blocked by O'Quinn. Now the 76ers on the break. Simmons is running. And Harris wide open. He shoots off target with his 3. New Orleans has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Here's Hart, guarded by Simmons. Pass the ball. Just 5 on the clock. From deep. And Simmons with the rebound.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. He's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy.
Beautiful handle by Tobias Harris. A tough cover off the dribble.
Ball kicks to Hayes. Now here's Redick. He's covered closely. Now here's Hayes. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. That's good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from J.J. Redick.
All about converting your opportunities. He just hit his second 3 of this half, 3rd of the night.
Now here is Harris. 13 points in the game. Pass to Thibault. Outside, Simmons. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Right side, Redick. The shot that time, not on target. Now the 76ers take it the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin. Here's Harris. Horford trying to free himself up. Harris, no good.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Hart to pass the ball. And it's blocked by Simmons. And they're able to recover. And while we've got a moment, let's check out the best defenses in the NBA. The 76ers, number 1.
It's the hallmark of a strong defensive team. When you can keep your opponents to such a low point total, it shows you are setting the pace.
The Pelicans have gone 9 of 13 from the line.
And thus far, really not their year when you talk about free throw shooting. Only around a 70% clip on the season.
And the first one at the line is good.
The former 3rd overall pick in the 2010 NBA draft, Derek Favors is a gifted big man and a crucial player to this team.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Okafor is checked in for Hayes. Williamson comes in for Josh Hart. And it's Drew Holiday in for J.J. Redick. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Philadelphia with the ball. They're on an 18-7 run. Here's Horford shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Greg, Al Horford over the summer opting out of a contract with Boston, the final year with the Celtics. A bit of a surprise to fans.
You know, Horford said he wanted to test free agency. Talks between him and Boston abruptly ended, was wooed by several teams, but ultimately signed on with the Sixers.
And he makes the first. So Horford gets 2. And it's the Pelicans with the ball. It's a 13-point game. There's the pass to Williamson. He kicks it to Holiday. Passes it to Williamson. 4 on the clock, and the officials call a traveling violation.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
It's just one trip down the court, but you have to have short memory in this league or you won't last long.
Zaire Smith, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And here is Simmons. He's got 13. A 3. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Back right after this. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. In the backcourt, Simmons and Richardson. The talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. And it's Scott in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Now, here's Richardson. Jahlil Okafor unable to get his last shot to go. Richardson kicks to Simmons. Back to Richardson. Good work there as it goes. And the 76ers lead by 15.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here is Holiday. A floater. And the rejection by Embiid. And it's ball in the corner. 3-pointer. And Horford pulls it down. The 76ers leading by 15. Richardson with it. And the layup's good off the glass. Richardson's got 4 this quarter.
For a guard, Josh Richardson has all type of length. He is consistently getting to the lane, and he can score.
Ball's knocked loose. Ball kicks to Williamson. Holiday against Richardson. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. And the shot goes in from Embiid.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Holiday finds ball. The kick out to Holiday. Okafor trying to get open. And again, New Orleans has no luck. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. 18-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. We know, Steve, the NBA looking at lowering the draft eligibility age from 19 to 18. The one-and-dones would be gone. You like the move?
I do like the move, Kevin. I would just love to have a lot of things in place for these younger guys, whether they're 18, 19, some guys at 25. There's something in place to help these guys, especially some of the things that are having problems with off the court and also financially. Have some kind of third eye to be able to help these guys.
And this is where the G League comes into play, isn't it?
Yes, indeed.
So here is New Orleans. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Simmons against Ball. Kicks to Holiday. Lock at 6. And they get it. Again with the block.
A defensive forward so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
Yeah, easy call.
You know, Smitty, the NBA more active now in developing players before they enter the NBA. Not just the fundamentals, but the values of the game.
Yeah, I think it's a good move. The league has been taking a hands-on approach. There's nothing wrong with teaching the next generation life lessons about the sport and through the sport.
And he knocks down the first one. Scott hits them both. The Pelicans have gone a dismal 0 for 5 to get the fourth quarter underway. Holiday dishes the ball. Pass to Okafor. He kicks to Holiday. Back to Okafor. Embiid with the steal. To the middle. And Simmons slams it in.
Give Josh credit, taking the challenge offensively, discipline, and that's a beautiful pass.
Ball against Simmons. Ball, the pass to Holiday. Back to Ball. Pass to Williamson. 6 to shoot over Richardson. That one a little long.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Simmons on the wing, covered by Okafor. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Richardson, and the rejection by Favors.
The 7-4 arm span of Favors paying big dividends when it comes to rim protection.
Both teams will make substitutions. New Orleans has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Holiday. Williamson, the pass to Okafor. And the rejection by Embiid. Outside, Simmons. Down low. And the dunk by Embiid.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Bounce pass, Holiday. They need this one. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. NBA gets headlines daily. You know it does, Smitty? Around the calendar, there's no off-season, but does the added scrutiny put more pressure, you think, on the players?
Yeah, I think it does. I think now you look at it, everybody wants to see what you're doing in the off-season. And 24/7, you look at it right now, everybody has a camera phone, and everybody is looking for the stars, what they're doing off the court.
He's off on the first.
And we first heard about Williamson in high school, and that was due to his dunking ability. Now he's a full-fledged star on the rise.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
From 15 feet away, it's tipped.
I'm not sure the defense affected that shot. That was just a blown gimme.
And there's the call on James Ennis. That is his first foul of the game. Hayes, he's checked in for Williamson. Here's Jackson. Knocked away. Here's Neto. And the pass to Ennis. The feed now to Embiid. The jump hook. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Hayes has got rebound number 8 now on the night. There's Williams. And it's slammed in by Williams.
Boy, that has to be a relief. Ending a 14-0 run by Philadelphia.
Here's Neto. Well, Steve, we keep seeing new arenas and new state-of-the-art training facilities. As a player, what do you value more, home court or the practice court?
Kevin, I really think it's the practice court because you spend so much time there. But a lot of times now, franchises have both, the home court and their practice facility right inside the arena. If you can have the practice court at an all-time high, something guys like and love, they'll spend a lot of time there.
Now here's Ennis. Here's Korkmaz. No good with the triple.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Here's Alexander Walker. Quick shot there, and it's off target. Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 14-2 run here. Here's Neto, guarded by Jackson. Neto, the pass to Embiid. Over Miller, buries the 7-footer. Embiid's got 10 points here in the second half.
Playing at his tempo, his pace, he's been dialed in all night.
Now Jackson. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 5. And the rejection by Embiid. Ennis taking his time here. Here's Neto, guarded by Jackson. Got a piece of it. One-on-one fast break. Here's Williams. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Here's Neto. This is it to Bolden. Here's Neto. Pass to Embiid. Good for the basket. Number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Expanding upon this lead, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up.
Now here's Jackson. Williams finds Jackson. Bolden passes to Neto. And here's Embiid. We've got 1:48 left in the game. And that one's good. Korkmaz.
Defensively, a breakdown along the perimeter. Just too slow to rotate.
Pass to Hayes. Back to Jackson. The pass to Alexander Walker. Outside Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Will it go? Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Philadelphia.
They made the most of their free throw opportunity.
They just shot much better, and that improved their confidence, I think, as a team. It was a team that believed they would make those shots.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Joel Embiid.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
Smith checked in for Philadelphia. And Embiid drops them both. We always see these sponsorship patches on these uniforms now, Steve. This is the third and final year of the test run. I think it's here to stay. What do you think?
I do too. I think the numbers have also coincided that it's here to stay. I think also the revenue. I think people love it, and I think the sponsorship helps.
There's 47 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Neto. Passes to Korkmaz. Smith outside. Pass to Neto. Three-pointer. Williams with one. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
Checking in for the 76ers. Kyle Quinn.
We've got 28 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Hayes. No good, unable to end this run. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Neto surveying the floor. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.